Alright, welcome to the first episode of MOJTV News, where you have TrueBOSS
and Solgar
talking today. Alright, on this episode and all the segments, what we're planning on doing here is just giving you news about the channel, maybe talking about some news we found out in the world or something we saw on the internet that we feel you guys should see. Like news-related stuff. Hopefully the name conveys that. I don't know. Does it convey it to you, Solgar?
I mean, it does say news in the title. I mean,
all right. On this first one, I plan on trying to talk about what this channel's gonna try and do from the beginning, because we're inexperienced, we're new, we're still figuring this stuff out, guys. So. What I'm planning to try and do in the beginning is just pretty much just play around with different good ideas I've seen people try out and take my own spin on them. See which ones work for us, which ones don't. See which ones you guys like, which one you guys don't like, and just see where we should go with this. I have a bunch of different plans for the channel. Like, I really do enjoy playing through games and showing people games and stories that they might not have seen otherwise. I've always loved playing games like Final Fantasy and RPGs that have such deep story, and there's people that just have trouble playing those games but love books and love stories, love just good storytelling, and I want to be able to show people those games, show people the stories they missed out on because they just can't play those games or don't like playing those games. You have any ideas, Solgar?
Right straight off the top of my head, not that really comes straight to mind.
Yeah, right now the only thing I can think of having on the background while we're doing these news talks is just whatever game or whatever kind of more throwaway game we have together, just to have footage of us doing something. To be honest, I don't really have any idea what the heck I'm gonna try and do here. But
once we figure out what we're doing, that's when we'll start tackling the bigger projects like Grand Theft Auto 5, those kind of deals.
Oh no, we'll probably start GTA 5 because we need to get a more big name series in, because we just play indie games that just kind of have a cult following. No one's gonna find out about us. As much as I do enjoy some of the games I've been downloading lately, like Transistor, that looks like it's gonna be fun. But how many people are actually gonna go out of their way to look up Transistor footage?
Not really many, unless they actually got the game and they get stuck in a specific area.
So you fans in the future, this is us in the beginning, not knowing what the heck we're doing.
Please watch us in a little while, and once we actually figure ourselves out, and be like, oh my gosh, look how far they came.
Yeah. Like, the first game that I've done footage on, this is before even Solgar came on board, is I was playing around with the PS4's settings and stuff, and decided this game would be the throwaway game, where because I don't know how to do everything very well, if there's anything I screw up, oh, it's not a big deal, it's just Minecraft. So, any videos you see me throw together on this, I didn't even know how to get the game to record our voices during live play. I only knew that I could record the footage and then do commentary later, which is what some of the videos for Minecraft I put up are going to be, if I do them. I know one for sure is going to be that way. I have been a huge trophy whore, trophy hunter, whatever you want to call it. I personally prefer trophy hunter. I reserve trophy whore for certain special case trophy hunters I know that is like, wow, that's... Yeah.
Those games where you just get like a little kid's game and plat it. I was like Harry Potter or something like that.
Those games where someone just spent $60 to play a video game for 5 minutes to get all the trophies because of a glitch, and then never play it again because that's all they care about is getting the trophies. That's what I call a trophy whore. Like, any videos I do on trophies for this game are going to be talking about if you're like a more of a hardcore game player like me, and like, okay, there gotta be some challenge. Like, any footage for this game I'm gonna do is gonna be while I was playing on hard mode, I did all the trophies. Just to make the game more enjoyable. And then I didn't use any guides to get all the trophies like in 10 minutes in the survival world. Although one I am thinking about is the jukebox one. I'm having a very hard time thinking about how I'm gonna pull that off. PS4 edition Minecraft. But
I was just referred to you as a completionist, not a trophy whore.
I've always been really good at figuring out how to do stuff that people have trouble doing. Like, I have the like, there's cheat games I can think of where I've figured out how to do stuff that most trophy hunters haven't been able to find the information for because it's just too scarce and too hard to find. Even the trophy guides don't really talk about them. A huge example I can think about is the ridiculous grind to get to the platinum trophy on GTA 4 on like the online trophy.
I had to help
you to get rank 10. A lot of people just grind out bomb the bait. I mean, not bomb. Hangman's noose. However, I found out there was an easier way, as long as you can find a competent partner, to get it faster. Yeah. Trophy guides and almost no YouTube videos mention it. And there's just so many people that it would benefit. I knew it would have benefited, and I know it would benefit you guys. If any of this information I dig up, I could show you. So that's also something I plan on doing. We also, obviously with this one, we're showing you that we're planning on doing news segments. Also, as we're figuring out titles for the different kind of things we're going to do on this channel, like this is going to be MOJTV News. Our regular stuff's just going to be MOJTV, and then if we need to come up with a title for it, we'll figure it out later. And our talk segments right now, we're thinking about going with MOJTV, talking games, rocking games. I don't know, you said you liked that one, right, Solgar?
Yeah, I did.
I like that one. There's a lot of different things I thought about. Like, I was thinking about rapping and chatting.
That one sounds iffy.
Yeah, and like, well, that's redundant because in the context I was using rapping, I was like, I've heard it like, hey, yo, man, let's rap, as in let's talk about stuff. Like, well, I'm saying let's talk twice. It was too redundant. I didn't like it. It sounded good, rolled off the tongue nice, but it was essentially me saying the same word twice. Talk and talk.
Wordplay.
But yeah, that's another thing. I'm going to upload a video of us just kind of talking about stuff. Not so much news, just talking about stuff we want to talk about. I originally was going to go with TrueBOSS Talks, but I don't want the segment to imply that I'm going to be always the main one talking, or I'm always going to be in it, because as this channel gets bigger, I'm hoping with some of the people that I'm trying to get on board, there'll be times where I'm not in the video at all, and then it'd be fine. Like, oh, they can't do the talk segments because TrueBOSS ain't there, and the segment's called TrueBOSS Talks, and I don't want that limitation, so... playing games, talking games, rocking games, I think is a good title for that.
Yeah. Plus, for you anime fans out there, occasionally me and him are big into certain series, me more so than him, so occasionally I will come up with opinions on the specific series, like the weekly chapters, that kind of stuff.
I don't know, if you plan on like talking about what just came out that week, we'll probably end up having to make your own segment. Unless it's like big news, like the Dragon Ball Z Super announcement. That's not going to get announced every day. That'd be something we talk about on that, but...
Yeah. Or something more recent would be like the Naruto ending, or just like something random like, oh, OMG, One Piece is going to end in 2 weeks. That's not actually going to happen. That's just an example.
So, if any, as any of you probably will see in the future, we're in the Transistor one, and I don't know about any other series after that. We're still experimenting with who's on board and who's not on board with this channel. Like, I'm on board, Solgar's on board, but I have a couple sisters that are kind of on the fence on this, and you're definitely going to see that in the Transistor videos, because all of a sudden, episode 2, Lena's in there, and then we're not going to be able to get her in episode 3. I don't know how many episodes later it'll be before we'll be able to get her back. So right now I'm even trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that, having someone that's going to be so sporadic. And the other one, I haven't even have a video with them in it yet, but my other sister Alice is really thinking about doing stuff with us. And both of them are really funny. They really will bring out about the humor in our series. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to figure out how to make these things funny, how to entertain you guys while we're doing this, instead of just watching us. Okay, they're playing the game. Oh, I could do that too. Like, because I know I'm not exactly the most entertaining guy. Ah!
Don't get me wrong, I can be pretty entertaining myself, and as you can see, this little situation of just random hello. We can have those pretty entertaining moments, but at the same time, we do occasionally need someone else to pile on the humor, the comedic relief. Like Sokka from Avatar. Comparison.
I wonder how relevant that series is going to be at the point where if we get any kind of fandom. If we're even going to have a bunch of people that don't even know what that series is anymore. We just made an Avatar Last Airbender reference. The first series, not the second. And I don't know, is he talking about doing a third? Oh, let's not talk about that on this one.
As far as I heard, they were doing...
No. Okay. So yeah, Transistor, second episode. Yeah, it took a while because we're figuring out what we're going to do with that or not, because all of a sudden we have Lena in one episode, which is episode 2, and then she's not going to be in an episode, and I don't know, we're kind of new, so if we could just kind of play around with it. I kind of want to be consistent though, like, oh, we're going to do a playthrough in the game, it's always going to have the same people, not just randomly someone showing up and not. But I don't know, maybe that could be the unique thing we do, where there is someone that just randomly shows up.
As you get hit by a stick, either that or you're starving.
No, I'm getting shot by a skeleton. I'm gonna die. I don't intend to keep this world. This is just kind of me exploring, seeing what generated while we talk about the news.
It's your Ryan. Just kidding.
Ah! He wants my kneecaps! Ah! He wants to wear them on his head like buns!
Oh god.
I've got TrueBOSS's kneecaps on my head!
Well then.
Well, there's not really much more news to talk about, so this is MOJTV News with TrueBOSS
and Solgar.
Signing out. See you guys next time.
Sayonara.